Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. I know I've not uploaded in a while and I do apologize about that, but life, work, things are just taking over, man. So that's sort of been my main priority for the time being. But figured I'd make a quick video just on a recap of a trade that I took yesterday on Friday session. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Right, so as you can see, I've got the volume profile up. We have literally just been, auctioning up pretty much an uptrend. You can see value shifting higher. So really, all we really should be looking for is longs at this sort of point. I mean, you can take shorts in terms of microstructure, but I would not be looking to hold that for a long period of time. It'd probably just be a quick sort of fade or something like that. But yeah, the trade I took was a long. As you can see, I've got this area marked out as well, which is actually where I took the trade from. If I quickly maybe just hide this, you can see we've got a previous value area. This was actually a value area high of a previous profile. Also at the time, the current day's value was also in alignment, which now it's there right now, but at the time it was also at the same area. So that was sort of giving me a strong incline to probably look for a long from this area. So that's really what I was looking for coming into the market. If we just move on to some other confirmations that I was looking for. Actually, before I go into that, I'll just show you this as well. So yeah, there's the screenshot that I took at the time of the current day's value area low. You can also see on the Delta profile as well, there's a lot of selling participation taking place here, but no follow through to really go lower. So that's a clear sign of sellers being absorbed. And then if you look on the weekly profile as well, this is a edge of a ledge of this sort of distribution here. So that was also another confluence as well to sort of long that area as well. So looking at this chart as well, we can see obviously a lot of information on here. I'll explain it in a moment, basically what's going on. But this is pretty much just a Flex Renko chart. I like the Flex Renko charts because it shows obviously when trends are taking place, and it's pretty accurate in terms of confirming when a reversal could be taking place. So that's the reason why I've added some of these studies on this chart rather than other charts, because it reflects it better on here. Perfect example of this is this right here. So obviously we've sold off just before pre-market into -1, which is where we opened up. Now it does look a little bit skewed on this chart, and that's just strictly because it's a Flex Renko chart, so the VWAP's not gonna perfectly show in alignment with sort of the Flex Renko and the way it prints. But anyways, we come down to -1. We get the absorption trigger here, and obviously the bar close is confirming that as well. So I know that there's sellers trapped in this area here. Obviously, I didn't enter here because I had more confirmations before that. But when this is printing and I'm seeing those other confirmations print and it's getting closer and closer to closing, I already knew that this was most likely going to print. But yeah, this was just a confirmation at the time that I obviously was looking at and thinking, okay, we'll probably close if the other confirmations close as well before. So yeah, that's just one confirmation that I had when I was getting in at the time. If we go onto the footprints now as well, we are on the footprints. As you can see now, it looks a lot more cleaner on the footprint charts. You can see obviously we've come down to -1 again just before the market opens, and we've also got a lot of selling participation here. Some of that dries up as well. You can see quite a bit of selling sort of pressure happening here, but obviously market opens right here. You can see a bunch of selling taking place here. -1.2k delta, 25k volume, bar closes higher, textbook divergence, absorption, whatever you want to call it. Entered around here. Yeah, I did. I entered pretty much around here once this sort of bar closed. I'll show you another footprint chart that I've got as well, which also confirmed another signal. This is just what you want to see pretty much. Rejection from -1 and then some type of confirmation, ideally below VWAP or around VWAP, judging by this sort of VWAP structure for that day. you don't really want to get confirmation here, because if you do at this point, it's too late and you're buying into +1. My price could have reversed as well. So yeah, this was like the best case scenario on this sort of signal printing. Then moving on to this chart, again, same thing. It's literally just a flex, no, it's not a flex Renko, it's a Renko tick chart, 8 ticks. I like this chart probably the most, if I'm being honest, because it's a lot more cleaner visually. I can see where they're selling, or I can pay attention at least to the things that actually matter on the footprint in terms of what price levels have a lot of buying or selling. So yeah, that's why I like this chart. But anyways, as you can see, obviously retest, not retest, rejection from -1, and then we get this sort of signal around here. This is just confirming exhaustion. I've color coded it to sort of determine what is strong exhaustion and what isn't. So this was just normal exhaustion, which, even though it's a normal exhaustion for my parameters, it's still quite significant because of where it's happened at. So yeah, that was the confirmation as well. Pretty much closes at the same place as the other chart. So I entered around here, stops was below here. If you want, you could set your stops below, obviously, the low of the signal, but I was a bit more conservative and just put my stops around here. I've got to add as well the TPO profiles as well. I've started to eradicate the TPOs from my sort of trading. Before that, I was strictly trading TPOs and the TPO levels, but I've sort of moved away from that and just started trading like the VWAP, because it shows current structure. It moves with with new information that comes into the market, which is what I like. Even though the TPOs does that as well as price moves, but it's a lot more delayed. I think VWAP's a little bit more accurate. It's quicker to react to new information. But either way, as you can see, we've obviously come down to the pre-market low, which is the value area, or not pre-market low, pre-market value area low, which was probably the reason why that VWAP was in alignment as well. Obviously that VWAP was a daily sort of VWAP, so that obviously would have been in the type of, that would have also been in alignment or moved in the same type of structure as the pre-market TPO pretty much. But yeah, as you can see, rejection, come back up, another confirmation obviously was us rejecting that area. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in there. Right, and then onto the final confirmation, which is this chart. Some of you guys might be familiar with what this chart sort of looks like or emulates. I'm not claiming I made this, by the way, in terms of I didn't come up with the idea for creating this sort of study. And also this, I did not make this as well. This was from Order Flow Labs. So they create indicators that are really good, in my opinion. Some of the indicators they've got. This one's a free one. And this study that I created just basically shows exhaustion or follow through depending on the trend of this. So when this is red, I'll only get selling signals. When this is blue, I'll only get buying signals. And I like it that way, it just filters things out. But yeah, the lighter colors in this sort of situation, it's like a pinkish light red. This is just confirming more exhaustion, which is what I've set it up to sort of show. So here you get exhaustion, and you get a darker red, which shows minimal follow through. The bright red shows strong follow through. The dark one shows minimal follow through. But obviously in context with these two exhaustion prints, we know that this minimal follow through is quite significant because it's showing that there are sellers trying to take price lower, but it's just bigger market or passive participants, i.e. just more bids absorbing this selling pressure. And then obviously, as you can see, we auction up, but obviously it's nice to see that this came just after the rejection of -1 as well. So that was another confirmation as well that I was looking at the time as well. That was pretty strong. And then yeah, if I show you guys the trade, so took this on my funded account on CFDs. So you can see once I got the confirmation, I've entered and I've taken my profits for around 11 points at the pre-market high. Now, granted, I could have obviously taken more, or I shouldn't say granted, in hindsight, I could have taken more, but I wasn't to know that we was going to make this extra, what, 16-20 point move, because how would I know? It's just better for me to just play it safe and take it at the pre-market highs, which made sense at the time. So yeah, that's what I'd done. I did also take this trade on another account. I show a screenshot of what I sent in a Discord server I'm in. Took this trade as well on my Balanox. Balanox, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know, whatever the firm name's called. Took that on there as well. So still got a bit to go to pass in that as well, but when I'm making profits on accounts that I'm funded on, which I just showed the CFD one, not too fussed about taking my time with passing another evaluation, which will eventually get there hopefully, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, apologies about me being inconsistent on this channel, but I will try and post a little bit more if you guys like stuff like this. Obviously commenting as well would, you know, be a lot helpful. And then also liking it as well, that will sort of show me there is interest in these videos, and I will try my hardest to actually make more videos on recaps or even trade ideas or just trading in general, just life, anything. So yeah, leave your comments, like, do whatever you want, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Keep safe in a bit.